But when we look at that chart, the first thing we see is the number 2, and it's on, if you look at the letter corresponding with it, the A string. So that would be this second string here, the low A, and the number 2 would mean the second fret. So if I count it up, first fret, second fret, that means the A string right there on the second fret. So when you look at that tab, that's the first thing it's telling you. It doesn't tell you, how loud or how soft. It's just basically a shorthand version to say that's the note. Well, let's keep looking. Now, when notes are stacked on top of each other, that's a chord. You play them at the same time. So whenever you're looking at a tab and the numbers aren't going left to right, but they're stacked, that means they're played at the same time. So if you look at that next thing, it's number 2 on the A string, as in Eddie 8, but then also 2 on the next string, the D string. So look at what it looks like on the chart there, and then look at my hand here, and you'll see that it's these 2 notes played together. Now, if it was 2, then 2, where they were next to each other, it would be that note, then that note. But the fact that they're stacked in the tab means they're played at the same time. Okay? Now look at this next thing. Look at 0. Now 0 is actually a note. 0 means the open string. So also notice that all the notes are stacked on top of each other, right? So that means they're played at the same time. This is another chord. This is an E chord, as you'll see. So look at the very bottom is a 0. Then the next one is a 2, which is going to be the middle finger on the second fret. We don't know it's the middle finger. It doesn't say it there, but I just know it because it's an E chord. Okay, then we need the second fret on that D string. Then we need the first fret on the G string, then the open B, because there's a 0 there. Open high E, there's a 0 there. And that low E, there's a 0 there. So that means all the strings are strummed at the same time. 0, 2, 2, 1, 0, 0, all strummed down. So that's an E chord. Now look here. These aren't all stacked. Okay? That means you're going to go left to right. We don't know the rhythm or how fast they go by, but we know it's not a chord because the numbers are not stacked on each other. So we need the second fret on the high E, and we're going to play that first because it's left to right. Then the third fret on the B, then the second fret on the G. Now the reason I played them separately is because those numbers were not stacked. If they were stacked, I would play them at the same time, but they're not. They're single. Okay?